Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Colts going up against the Desperados.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts, and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Austin Desperados. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Benson. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Here we go now.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And tough starting field position here. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Barkevius Mingo. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now he'll escape to his right. Now he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Back now with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Austin football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going left side here, and it's complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 47-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Again, it's Mixon, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Mixon hit, and the ball is out. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. And to give this time to the tailback. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring and moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. Give him 30 yards there. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down deep into Indianapolis territory. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll set up a throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Looking to throw. And he fends him off. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now, you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Now let's go. Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Patriot! Set! 3-19! Here we go! Green 39!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. play action. They'll throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 5 yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Back to throw again. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw here. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the left side here for Eifert. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues.
There, I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Colts getting ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And some space here. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Now a handoff working right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the...
Back now in Austin. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The Colts on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now running right through it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
12 yards there as they move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll drop the throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now they run with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mixon, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The toss play to Mixon. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Able to fight through one tackle. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here we go now. Good.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Green 39.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning. Now the ball comes loose, but I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were, and so possession will remain with Indy. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
He's going to wind up, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A 4th quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And here now the offense heading back out there. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
It's taken to the 26. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Set! Green, 39! Green! Back 90, Leopard!
off as they run left side. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney. Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. As overtime wears on, something to keep in mind, it is hot down there on the field.
And if we think it's a sauna, what are they feeling down there? And this is where both teams find out about their strength and conditioning program. All the work they put into it to get to this moment, and did the guys follow the mantra of hydrating ahead of time so they're ready to go right now?
A fourth quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Dolphins that wound up winning that one. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.